Yo, how's it going? So today we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone, same trip. We're gonna make a video on if a OTF or an out the front knife double action deploys underwater, and simultaneously we'll be getting Max his workout and swim exercise. He's sitting back there, very excited. Hey. So yeah, we'll see if we can get an OTF knife to deploy underwater, and we'll get him some exercise. So we'll see you down there. So we're actually at spot number 2. Spot number 1 had poor visibility in the water, so that was no good. But now we're at spot number 2, and there are some crazy waves. They'd actually probably be real great for surfing, but I don't have a surfboard. So we'll try to get some footage here. I don't know if it's gonna work out well with all the waves, but we'll find out. All right. So again, we'll be checking to see if this OTF knife deploys underwater. So right now, obviously, it's dry and it functions. So deploy, lock up, redeploy. So let's go get after it. Oh boy. Nope. Too much water pressure. So I said there's too much water pressure, so the knife does not deploy underwater. Okay. So we're gonna explain what happened. And to explain what happened, you have to understand how an OTF knife works. A double action OTF knife works. So inside the handle of this knife here, there's a series of springs. Springs that deploy and springs that retract. The springs that deploy the knife are only designed to deploy the knife quickly. They're not designed to, like, so you can stick up to somebody's throat and deploy the button and it'll shoot through their throat or something like that. No. If they're met with too much resistance or friction or whatever, if they're met with some kind of object, they will come off the track and not deploy. So it's a safety mechanism, right? So that's how these knives are. So when it was in the water and I wanted to pull the knife, the water, right, there was too much friction as the knife was deploying that it basically came off the track. It engaged the safety mechanism. So right now I've got it kind of gunked up with sand, but so it's gonna work. I just gotta clean the sand out of it. But basically, again, so like if I were to put this up against an item and deploy it, what's gonna happen is the knife's gonna shoot out, and as soon as it contacts that item, it's gonna come off its tracks. You know, that way if it's in your pocket or something, you accidentally, you know, somehow deploy it, it's not gonna shoot through your leg or something like that. It's gonna cut you a little bit, it's gonna give you a good solid poke, but it's not gonna kill you probably, okay? So I just gotta clean this guy up, but in terms of the Lightning OTF, we came to the conclusion that this will not fire underwater because of the friction that you encounter when underwater. You know what I mean? You know, when you're underwater swimming, that there's a lot of friction under there. The water creates friction. It's, you know. So this thing will not work underwater. There are OTF knives that are designed, however, to work underwater. This is not one of them. I believe Microtech is one of them that does. But yeah, you can hear it. There's a lot of sand in there, but no big deal. Cool. Almost got to fully deploy there. But there we go.
was almost okay until I messed it up.